Playing football has done a lot for me. It has really allowed me to express my true self. Ever since I began playing in 8th grade, it had really helped me because at home, at school, it was always hard to actually be myself because people were always judging and stuff. But on the field, it really just allowed me to do that. And I also gained a lot of skills when I play football, like social skills, how to be on time, commitment, discipline. In football, it teaches you all that. In high school, it's the same thing. Those skills just build and build, and I enjoyed that. And then came my senior year, I had big plans. I wanted to play at the college level, and then the NFL too. I had big plans. When my season ended, I had a lot of drive. I was like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready to do more. But then there's one thing though that has changed my mind completely about ever stepping foot on a college football campus or even the thought of playing in NFL. That is CTE. It's a scary thing to have, and once you have it, there's no coming back from it. CTE is when you get multiple head impacts, and then over time, it causes your brain to change states. And concussions can make it a lot more severe, but even if you just bang your head against other players in games, it can be part of that. And then over time, you can experience a lot of things. Dementia. You can have a lot of impulse reactions. Depression. Substance abuse. It's a lot of negative things that can come from CTE. And in football, there's no way to avoid it either. You're constantly banging your head against people, the ground, you're being thrown around constantly. And I would not want CTE up on myself. Yale did a study. There was 149 schools that had at least one case of CTE. So that it's very common in colleges. And that's just scary. There was another study by Boston University. They examined 202 former football players, and 66 of them who did not play at the professional league had CTE. So college, it's very serious, and I'd never want CTE up on myself because I like being in control of my emotions, and the thought of the thought of that being robbed from me is a scary thought. The thing though, I never regretted playing football though, because it gave me a lot of benefits. But now for me to pursue to the college level, the risk just outweigh the reward. Running the ball for me, it's my thing. I enjoyed it, but the risk for me, it's just not as worth it anymore. There's been many NFL players, there's been a lot of cases of them, and they talk about their experiences. Look at Aaron Fernandez. He had stage 4 CTE, which is the highest level for it. He killed his wife, son, and then in jail he committed suicide. That's what CTE can do for you. You're not yourself when you have CTE. And there's no way, there's no treatments for it. Doctors are still trying to find a treatment, but currently there's no treatments. So once you have it, you're really doomed. And you never know until maybe decades and decades down the line when it starts to affect you. Those symptoms will kick in, and then it's just scary. Brett Ferrari said it best. The only way to avoid brain damage in football is to not play. And that's very true because not many research has really been done or investment to get better helmets for players. There's just very little protection, and kids are just really at risk. And research has shown too, kids that start playing at age 12, they can develop anger issues, and they can also get addicted to substances too, because brain damage, it's a crazy thing. You cannot come back from it. So when you choose to play football, just know there's a big risk. And for me, it's very hard to back down because football has done a lot for me. But at some point though, the risk just outweigh the reward. Look at the NFL players too. A lot of them talk about the CTE, on how it wrecks their marriages. It just disrupts their whole daily lives, you know? And it's not even CTE also. It's after football. Those injuries, they really add up. I mean, the NFL players, I watch a lot of their videos, and a lot of them can barely get up in the morning because they're in that much pain. They can barely do the basic exercises. A lot of them have trouble putting on clothes, putting up their shirt. It's a tough life. It's big risks to play football. College level too. Those injuries, you might be fine playing football like at a young age, but as you get older, those injuries do add up to you. And no one ever regrets playing college football or in the NFL because there's a lot of great experiences that come from it that you just can't get anywhere else. But though, you do have in your mind, I really did enjoy it, but now it has put me in this spot I am. Pain, my brain's wrecked. Was it worth it? If you were back at your age, you'd still have liked it, but in the circumstance you're currently in after it, you're just really confused, you know? And after I've just learned about it all, it just really brought a whole new perspective to my mind. In the future, I want to do a lot of great things. I want to be able to help people, inspire people to be better than themselves, you know? I want to be able to exercise throughout my whole life. I want to be in control of my emotions. And football can rob me of that by giving me CTE. And that is the number one reason why I'm choosing to back down from playing football at the college level or even trying to pursue it in the NFL.